It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Patterson on the carry. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Under. Check right 54. Right 54. They gonna need some therapy after this.
They're gonna look to throw. And he's gonna have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. You're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Foles with a throw caught by the tight end, Komet. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. He was making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
2 yards.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 21 yards away. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Seahawks nothing. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Well, the second down throw on target. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Seahawks nothing.
We never know just when it's our time. The legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, I can't go toast. So give them a rose while they still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no open fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go to the chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well,
we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. A 2-minute drill.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returning it is Moore. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Now it's Ginn. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the...
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
2nd and 9 at the Bears' 43-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Wilson forced out to his left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, this is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Bears 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Bears,
and not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. His throw incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 29, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Bears 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Foles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Here's Foles. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Pass hauled in downfield, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Foles. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
17-yard line.
They'll find Miller. That's complete.
That's good.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Second and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Pass.
Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 4. They run again with Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively.
First down.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.